Hey folks, LA here with TA Today. I want to come back on and do an update on the Physical Uranium Trust. Last week I did a video that said, hey, it looks like this thing is bottomed out on the range and probably we're going to head back the other way. And this week I'm going to do an update to that. So let's get started here. I'm going to show you what it's done and where it's probably going. Okay, starting with the UUN, which is the Physical Uranium Trust, trades out of Toronto. This is your daily. You can see how it got over a swing point high here. Let me get my drawing tool in. Here's your swing point high. It's up here up against the next one. That's where all the volume is. And so it's kind of consolidating as it gets there. And then you got one up above it. That's on the daily. But the weekly is where I look. And what happened on the weekly? Well, the most important thing is, if you remember, we had a set of pushes down to the 23 area. A bottom line formed there. Anytime it got down there, they bought it. I think I said as much to you that that was a good place to buy. But the key thing was we wanted to see a bearish retest regen get taken out. This was the swing point low. We get down, we break it on this bar down right there. And then now we're coming across it. Let me get my straight line, and there's your top. And what do? We close over it on the weekly. That says this has been broken. That says what was down is probably sideways at worst, potentially back up. And I think it is back up, because if you look over on the monthly time frame, right, this thing never has gotten back down this far. It's been drifting down. Now you're getting to turn here and you're going to try and take it back up. So this has remained bullish the whole way up, has continued to be bullish. I think this whole market is a bullish market and is going to show us some actual ABCD structures to the upside before you know it. If you go over here, you can see that on the trends, you got bullish now. You're still bearish on this time frame, but that's going to change pretty soon, most likely. Still bullish. None of these are extended. Once this flips, that's going to be bullish all the way across on your sector. And you can see here you're bullish all the way across on the general exchange. If you look at the SRUUF, which is the same actual symbol, just trades on the US exchange, you've got the exact same thing, right? Here's your retest regen bearish. You get over it, close over it. Going to go after the swing point high. That's typically what comes next. Let's go to a couple of the uranium stocks real quick. First, I'll just go to the URNM, which is the general uranium stock ETF. And here you can see the exact same sort of pattern that we were just talking about, coming up to a swing point high. You're nestling there underneath it. It's going to break out over it before very long, I suspect. And the reason I say that is because you've got a bottom in here. Here's your swing point low. It was broken on this bar. There's the high. It was taken out this past week. That's going to target the next high. What was down, now sideways, potentially back up. And if you look at it over here, what'd you do on the monthly? There's your retest regen right there, bullish, held. Going to try and regenerate to the top side. If you look at individual stocks, we actually pointed out CCJ last week. I said, hey, this one actually has shown us that most things are turning, and more than likely all the others are going to join it. And what I was talking about was here on the weekly time frame, we actually had a bearish retest regen. That's the top right there. And then we have another one up higher right there. It got over this one, closed over it last week. That was what led me to say, hey, you're probably going to see everything else go with this, because this is the major stock in that group. And so now this one's going after the top. Long term, never even got back to test. Folks, this is a bullish market. It continues to be a bullish market. Just took a long pause, ready to try and rock and roll now. Hope you're in it. If not, you really need to find a way to wedge in. Have a great one. Stay safe. See you next time. If you like these videos, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, even alert it for yourself. I'll see you next time.